Welcome back to Summit Valley Sports. I'm your host, Jonesy, as always. And before we get into UFC 329 predictions, make sure you guys like, comment, share on the video. Really helps out the algorithm. Also, to help out the channel, if you guys are interested in the shirts, I got two different designs. I'll leave a link in the description. Yeah, it really helps out the brand, supporting the brand. So let me know if you guys are interested. But yeah, let's get straight into UFC 329. Huge week. We got the King. The King is back. Got the crown up right now. You already know. I can't wait for the Notorious to come back. I've been waiting. I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting. We've been teased for a few years now with his comeback, but now it's this time, and it's time to get into it. All right, for the first fight, we got Cody Durden versus Alessandro Costa. Give me Costa in this fight. I think he hits super hard. Cody Durden's also coming down in weight again. He was his last fight was in the bantamweight division. Now he's fighting at the flyweight division again. But I think Costa just hits so hard in this weight class. The only thing I guess I fear is from Durden's size advantage. I think he might have a little size advantage against Costa. A lot of Costa's opponents do because he's so small, but he always gets it done and finds a way. He has really good jiu-jitsu. His boxing is insane. He's Diego Lopez's training partner, so you already know he's training with great people in his corner. So, yeah, give me Alessandro Costa in this fight. All right, moving on. We got Ryan Gondra versus Zachary Reese. Give me Gondra in this fight. I think this kid's nasty. I watched his last few fights, his contender series, and his last UFC fight or his first UFC fight, and this kid hits crazy hard. His combos are very quick. He's huge for the middleweight division, and in my opinion, I think Zachary Reese is very small for this middleweight division. I think if he's able to go down in the division or in weight, he should. Maybe that's in the future. I'm not sure, but yeah, give me Gondra in this fight by knockout, probably. All right, moving on. Oh, I love this fight. All right, we got Farid Basharat taking on the new debut, John Garza. This kid's very electric. Can't wait to see this kid fight. I'm going to take Farid Basharat in this fight. I think he's just going to be too much for the kid, honestly, in the debut. Basharat's very, very good. I really like Basharat's wrestling, and I really like his fight IQ. John Garza, very young, really amazing kickboxing, very quick. You guys are going to see it. I watched a few of this kid's fights, and he is very fun to watch. Can't wait to see his debut and future fights from this kid. All right, moving on. We got Damian Pinaz versus Cesar Almeida. Yeah, announcers are going to have fun with this fighter again. But yeah, give me Pinaz in this fight. I think Pinaz just hits super hard. Very young fighter, super powerful. I think Almeida, he's just not meant for the UFC in my opinion. I know he's a great kickboxer, but that's a different sport. Also, he's getting up there in age. He's 37 years old. I just don't think it's mixes well for the MMA. Especially in the middleweight division. This kid Pinaz is very, very big for the division. Don't clip that. Yeah, but Damian, very, very good. I can't wait to see this kid fight more. Give me Pinaz in this fight. All right, moving on. We got Tracy Cortez, the Valley girl herself, versus Wang Kong. Give me Tracy Cortez. I think she's going to be way too much for Wang in this fight. I know Wang's looked really good in her last few fights, but it's against worse competition. Tracy's up there in the division in the rankings, and I think Wang's just I think she's so low volume, very slow as well, and I think Tracy's going to be in Wang's face the whole fight, whether it's in the clinch work, dirty boxing, I just think Tracy's going to be all around the best fighter. So give me Tracy in this fight. All right, moving on. We got Kai Kamaka the third versus Luke Riley. Really like this kid. Give me Luke Riley. I like Kamaka. I'm glad he's in the UFC finally. But I think Luke Riley's going to be way too quick in this fight. The only thing Luke Riley needs to look out for is Kamaka controlling him against the fence, possibly getting the takedowns. But I think Luke Riley's going to be moving around the octagon, really good footwork, and I think he's going to be way too quick for Kamaka, and he's going to catch Kamaka. Give me Luke Riley in this fight. All right, moving on. We got Cody Garbrandt versus Adrian Yanez. I've been going back and forth with this fight. Both fighters had a rough fight to watch the last few matchups. Cody Garbrandt against Zhao Long, getting the -2 points for the groin strikes. Didn't agree with a few of those, but yeah, give me Yanez in this fight. I think he's gonna kind of find himself in the boxing range and piece up Cody. I'm not sure if Cody is wanting to fight still. Um, I know he's had a very great career. Shout out Cody for an amazing career. But yeah, I think it's Yanez's weekend this weekend. So yeah, give me Yanez in the striking department. All right, we got Gable Stevenson making his debut against Alicia Ellison. Give me Gable Stevenson. I've been waiting for this kid for a minute. A lot of people have. This is John Jones's friend, teammate. So yeah, give me Gable. I think I can't wait for this kid to fight more. Let me. I can't. I hope, really hope, he fights a lot. I hope he doesn't take too often or too much time off. All right, moving on. We got a lot of fights this weekend. We got Robert Whitaker making his light heavyweight debut. Yeah, that was a tongue twister right there. Whitaker making his light heavyweight debut against Nikita Krylov. Give me Whitaker in this fight. I watched the last few fights. I hope Whitaker's cardio is a little better. He won't be cutting so much weight now. But I really like his movement on the feet. I think he's going to be able to move against Krylov, avoid the takedowns, and really piece him up with those jabs in and out with the boxing range. Kicking too as well. So yeah, give me Whitaker in this fight. I think he's going to be able to avoid Krylov's takedowns and just piece him up all around the octagon. All right, moving on. We got Bobby Green versus Terrence McKinney. I thought these guys were boys. I'm pretty sure they are. I'm not sure. It's weird that they're fighting. Um, but yeah, give me Terrence McKinney in this fight. I think he's gonna really explode against Bobby Green. And Bobby Green's up there in age. He's 39 years old. I don't think he's gonna be able to take the damage anymore. He looked good his last few fights, but two of the three fighters he won against aren't even in the UFC anymore. Uh, and then the other fighter, they just started in the UFC, Lance Gibbonson. So, yeah, give me Terrence McKinney. I think he's looked really good his last few fights. And I think he's going to look good this weekend against Bobby Green. All right. This is an electric fight. I can't wait for this fight. We got Brandon Royval against Loner Kavanaugh. I love Kavanaugh is such a good prospect. He's such an explosive striker. Against his last fight, I did not think he won against Moreno. I'll be honest. I think Moreno won with the control time and the fight experience, fight IQ. Brandon Moreno knew he was getting pieced up the first two rounds against Kavanaugh, and then switched it up the last three rounds with control time against the fence and even with the few takedowns himself. But yeah, I didn't have Kavanaugh beating Moreno, and I don't have him beating Royval this weekend. I think it's going to be too much for the kid. I really rate this kid. His kicks are insane. His combos are absolutely filthy. He's such a quick striker. Um, but yeah, give me Brandon Royval this weekend to pull off the upset. Kavanaugh is such a great prospect, but I think Royval's been in there with the best, so I think the experience is really going to show here in this weekend. All right, moving on to the next fight. We got Corey Sandhagen fighting Mario Batista for a 7-year rematch. Give me Corey Sandhagen to find the win again. I'm not sure if he's gonna find the finish or not. I could see this going to decision. But yeah, give me Corey Sandhagen. I just think Batista is so low volume and he likes the clinch work so much. And Sandhagen's footwork against the octagon is so good. I think he's going to be able to avoid that from Mario the whole fight. And I think Sandhagen's just going to piece him up for the 15 minutes in the striking range. But so yeah, give me Sandhagen in this fight. All right, moving on. We got BSD versus Patty, my boy Pimlet. I'm a little biased here. I really like BSD. I like his current win streak. He's doing very well, but I think it's going to be too much for BSD. And I think if he gets Patty down, it's going to be too much. So give me Patty. Patty did an amazing fight against Gaethje. We just seen Gaethje beat the shit out of. I normally don't cuss on this. I try not to, but beat the shit out of Topuria. So yeah, give me Patty in this fight. I think he's gonna find a finish against BSD. In all honesty, I think BSD is gonna gas out, and Patty's really gonna show BSD what the 3 rounds is made of. All right, moving on for what everyone's been waiting for, what I've been waiting for years. I wasn't expecting this opponent until the last few months, but Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. Give me my boy Matt, or not Matt. Oh my gosh, I just messed that up. Give me my boy Conor McGregor. He makes the return. I think. Oh, I didn't even show these. Check these out. Let's see. Let's see if the camera checks. Out of 25 Intimidator autos, black out of 25, I think I already said that. Max Holloway and Conor McGregor. Absolutely filthy cards. Amazing that they're fighting. I should have done it like this so they're looking at each other. That'd have been dope. Yeah, I don't sell the cards, by the way, so don't even comment that. But yeah, give me Conor McGregor. Reason for that, I think this welterweight division is going to be too much for Max Holloway. Conor McGregor has been at this weight for a few years now. He used some steroids to heal up. Everyone kind of knew that and got confirmed recently. But yeah, give me Conor McGregor. He's very used to this weight. He's going to be able to move well. And this is a new weight class for Max Holloway. He's moved up so much the last few years. And I don't think it's going to be good weight, in my opinion. It might slow Max Holloway down. We just kind of seen that with Alex Pereira against Cyril Gane with the new weight class. So yeah, give me Conor McGregor. I know I keep saying it. I can't wait for this fight. Leave some comments down below. I want to know who you guys have. Again, I'll go over the picks and I'll go over the banger of the week and then the knockout alert of the week. First, I'll go over my picks. I got Alessandro Costa. I got Ryan Gondra. I got Farid Basharat. I got Damian Pinaz. I got Tracy Cortez. I got Luke Riley. I got Adrian Yanez. I got Gable Stevenson. I got Robert Whitaker. I got Terrence McKinney. I got Brandon Royval. I got Corey Sandhagen. I got Patty Pimlet. And I got the boy, the Conor, the notorious McGregor, making his return. And as you guys know, I don't do the co-main event, main event for Banger Alert and Knockout Alert of the weeks. So let's do Banger Alert of the week is obviously Brandon Royval versus Loner Kavanaugh. I think that's such a banger. Matchmakers did an amazing job. Whoever did this needs a bonus. Shout out them. This is a great matchup right here. And then let's do Knockout Alert of the week. We could do the easy one. Knockout Alert of the week is Gable Stevenson versus Alicia Ellison. That's easy. Bobby Green versus Terrence McKinney. I think that should be a Knockout Alert of the week. Let's do that. Bobby Green versus Terrence McKinney, a Knockout Alert of the week. And then Brandon Royval versus Loner Kavanaugh banger alert of the week. And yeah, that's it for the picks. That's UFC 329. I'm so excited for these fights. Again, make sure you guys like, comment, share, and then leave some comments down below. Let me know who you guys have this weekend. And I'll see you guys this Friday for the podcast. And let's get ready for these fights. I can't wait. See you, boys. Later.